Right, here we are, a little over a year after I was struggling with the Sterling undercarriage, and I'm looking at the undercarriage for the Caribou DHC4, based on this set of gear from RC Lander. All I've done from the standard kit that's supplied is take out the single-sided axle, put in a new piece of piano wire and add the two wheels. But for the Caribou, the system is more complex, wouldn't you know, than this. So although this does cope quite happily with lifting this amount of weight, what I've got to interpose between it is another set of gear which shortens this distance. The models I've seen done so far using retracts have been all bodged, as it were, to make the retract well larger. What we have here is exactly the same unit here that you've seen, but separated from the actuating gear by push rod to operate it and a gantry system. Now this is what they call the retract shortening system. It's not exactly as done on the scale item, because that uses a system that projects from the middle of this Y brace. To be honest, I couldn't see how that worked. Didn't seem at all clear. Anyway, this comes back in order for the wheel to come down and settle in the well, which otherwise it would foul at that point. And it's all spring loaded there so as to take the load as far as possible off the actuating motor side. Right, I've plugged in just an ordinary 4.8 volt nickel metal hydride battery set with the receiver, so we're all set to go. And just switch on the transmitter, unlock and locks at the far end, and as you see, the heel or knee there pulls back as it goes. Down and comes, and this strut comes just over straight. And it's all put together very simply. It has to be, because I'm no engineer. I know my geometry, that's fine, and my metal work, you can see how poor that is. I'm using ordinary electrician's solder there because I can never retemper piano wire to the correct strength. So silver soldering is pretty much out these days, and everything else is just what you can get from the K&S stand, which is brass tube with a bit of piano wire cut to length inside it, or piano wire unsheathed. That's a bit of flat, just bent up to make a very tough horn, and that's where the business all happens, of course. The spring balance is connected at that point as well. So there we go.